Today, President Trump honored the nation's fallen warriors in a somber ceremony at Arlington National Ceremony, for the first time taking part in the observance as Commander-in-Chief. Mr. Trump faces a tough week after the holiday, with looming questions still surrounding his inner circle and Russia. Tonight, KCAL 9 political reporter Bryan joins us with the latest on this Memorial Day. Dave.
Yeah, you know, coming home, always a happy occasion, but may have been a mixed blessing for the president this time. With the Russia investigation controversy heating up at home and tensions with his son-in-law reportedly growing inside the White House, President Trump may be wondering when he can get back on the road again. And this week, that heat will continue to rise. With President Trump back in the U.S., he turned his attention to Memorial Day, honoring the fallen Americans who fought for our country.
We pay tribute to those brave souls who raced into gunfire, roared into battle, and ran into hell to face down evil.
But the president was also focused on another stiff challenge to his administration, the latest Russia controversy that has engulfed his son-in-law and senior advisor, Jared Kushner, who reportedly suggested to the Russian ambassador that they set up a back-channel communication system that would allow Trump transition team officials to talk to the Kremlin without being monitored by intelligence agencies. Defending Kushner, President Trump told the New York Times, "Jared is doing a great job for the country. I have total confidence in him. Perhaps more importantly, he is a very good person." And other Team Trump members jumped on board as well, including Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly, who says the Kushner suggestion isn't unusual.
There's a lot of different ways to communicate back channel, publicly with other countries. I don't see any big issue here relative to Jared.
My view of it is I don't like it.
But Republican Senator John McCain, who's visiting allies in Australia, said what Kushner suggested is anything but routine communication.
I don't think it's standard procedure prior to the inauguration of a president of the United States by someone who is not in an appointed position.
And some Democrats are suggesting Kushner's security clearance should be re-examined.
I do think there ought to be a review of his security clearance to find out whether he was truthful, whether he was candid. If not, then there's no way he can maintain that kind of a clearance.
Special counsel Robert Mueller, who's now in charge of the Russia investigation, spoke at his granddaughter's commencement Monday and emphasized to the graduates how important integrity is.
If you are not honest, your reputation will suffer, and once lost, a good reputation can never, ever be regained.
Now that the president's back, so are his tweets and his attacks on news he doesn't like as fake news. The fake news media, he wrote, works hard at disparaging and demeaning my use of social media because they don't want America to hear the real story. And the president is also dealing with the increasing tension with European allies after the G7 meeting in Italy last week. On Sunday, there was a standing ovation for German Chancellor Angela Merkel at a political rally in a Munich beer hall when she said this about President Trump and the United States. The times in which we can fully count on others are somewhat over, as I have experienced in the past few days. And that is why I can only say we Europeans must really take our destiny into our own hands. Now, the German chancellor was referring to President Trump lecturing world leaders about their NATO spending and refusing to commit to the Paris Accord on combating climate change, raising questions about America's standing as a world leader anymore. Ironically, the Washington Post reports tonight that even Merkel's leading opponent in the upcoming elections in Germany applauded her remarks. Susie, back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you.